Well, I know you're very nervous about it, dear, but the recital is a few weeks away, so you've got plenty of time to practice. What's that? Some of the mums were staring at us at ballet today. Yes, I did notice some of those soccer mums there, and they were giving me a rather funny look. Yes, I don't know, they seem to be staring at your tutu, Stinky. What's that? Oh, it's the Poppets. Hello, my little Poppets, mums and dads, and welcome back to story time once again. Well, we have had a very, very busy day. Stinky was at ballet today, and he does that at least twice a week, and he has his wonderful red tutu on. He's very excited. He loves his tutu, and he's been doing pirouettes and stretching and doing all sorts of wonderful things, leaping about all over the place. And mice are particularly good at that, aren't they, Stinky? What's that? They tend to scurry around a lot. Yes, they do tend to scurry around a lot. But as Stinky was just saying to me, when we were there this morning, we did get some funny looks from some of the mums there. I don't think they approved of Stinky's tutu, I don't know, or maybe it was just because it's a very bright red. But anyway, Stinky was very, very proud to be in his cherry red tutu, and I think he looks absolutely smashing in his tutu. I'm very proud of you, Stinky. You've been working so hard, and Stinky has a recital in a few weeks. He'll be performing on stage, and he wants a tiara as well. So that's wonderful. I can't wait to go tiara shopping. How fabulous, how exciting that's going to be. What's that? You're going to faint from all the excitement. Oh, Stinky, there's no need to faint, dear. What's that? You think you're going to have stage fright? Oh, Stinky, there really is, dear. No need to worry, because I know you're going to be absolutely fabulous when you're on that stage. All right then? Yes, good boy. Well, mums and dads and dear Poppets, of course, today's story, how fitting, is called The Best Ballerina. And thank you, Stinky dear. And of course, my favourite colour too, pink. Mrs. Wiffle Waffle absolutely loves all things pink, I have to say. And this does look like a good one and perfect for Stinky, because we've just come back from ballet. Yeah, so he's rather tired, I think. So I think a story will do him good, can calm his nerves a bit. And here we go, my dear Poppets. Harriet was so excited. She wanted to show her friends her new ballet slippers. Yes, and there she is there. There's some wonderful animals there with their ballet tutus on. They're doing some stretching there on the ballet bar as well. And of course, wonderful ballet slippers that you wear. Yes, Stinky has a wonderful pair of red matching ballet slippers, my dear Poppets, but he took them off when he was finished his lesson. Yes, and he put his trainers on. Yes, they're in his ballet bag, and I must get them out a bit later on. Those are beautiful, and they match my tutu perfectly, said Olivia. Together they will make a perfect fairy princess costume, Stinky. What's that? You love her pink tutu? Yes, I love it as well. Very, very pretty indeed. Yes, simply marvellous. I love tutus. I really do. Yes, and they come in all sorts of different colours as well. Not without this, they don't, said Rachel. Look at that, Stinky. Oh, yes, what's that? You love her tiara. Yes, I thought you might. Yes, it's going to be exciting when we go shopping for tiaras. Yes, I might get one for myself, even though I don't do ballet. I'm not learning the ballet like Stinky, but I do like tiaras. Very, very pretty indeed. Yes. Ooh, hum the girls happily. Yes, there's lots of that when you see tiaras. The three friends twirled and spun and leaped and pirouetted. As they danced, they all could think about nothing else but the up-and-coming ballet recital, Stinky. Yes, well, there's the girls there. Very, very busy practicing. You have to do lots and lots of practice so you can get that ballet routine perfectly. Down pat, as they say. Lots of practice indeed, because as you know, my dear Poppets, practice makes perfect. Yes, even if you have to do it 100 times or more, it doesn't matter, because if you stick at it, you get there in the end. Oh no, I just realised something, said Harriet, stopping mid-dance. We only have enough pieces for one fairy princess costume. Only one of us can dance in the big recital. Well, it should be me, said Olivia. I have the longest legs after all. But I brought the tiara, interrupted Rachel. That shouldn't matter, cried Harriet. What's that, Stinky? There's lots of fuss when you're at the ballet. Yes, I'm sure there is amongst the girls. Lots of fuss indeed. Where are my slippers? Where's my tiara? And all that sort of thing going on. Yes, there certainly is. But I'm sure that these three girls will work it out. Let's hope that they do. Each girl tried on the costume, but no matter how hard they tried, it just, Stinky, didn't look right. Well, there they are, all three of them, trying on the princess costume, but it just doesn't seem right. I wonder what they're going to do. They're going to have to get very, very organised, I have to say, before the recital. Yes, lots of things to do, getting costumes ready and makeup ready, and of course making sure that the routine is spot on. The friends continue to argue. Oh no, they're all arguing, Stinky, with each other. Yes, the friends continue to argue, each one convinced that she was the best fairy princess dancer. What's that? You think you'd be the best princess fairy dancer? Yes, well perhaps she would, I don't know. Ladies, why all the fussing? Asked Madam Hoot. Well, there's Madam Hoot there, the lovely rose there on the top of her head, and she wants to know what all the fighting is about. Why can't these girls just work it out and get along? Yes, she doesn't like all the arguing, I have to say. Yes, it makes things very difficult when people are arguing and not getting along. Harriet, Olivia and Rachel explained the problem. Madam Hoot listened carefully. Yes, I bet she did. The night sky is never lit by just one star, but shines because there are many, she said. Why don't the three of you get some rest? Tomorrow you can choose who should wear the costume at the recital. Well, that's a good idea. Yes, get some sleep and think about it, and perhaps they'll have the answer in the morning. Yes, often if you have a problem and you go to bed and sort of give it a rest, the next day you have a solution. Not always, but sometimes you do. Yes, they certainly do have a problem. What are they going to do? I don't know. That night the girls lay in their beds staring up at the dark night sky, all lit up with hundreds of twinkly starry lights. Well, there's the beautiful night sky there, my dear poppets, with hundreds and hundreds of shining, twinkling stars. It is wonderful when you look up at the night sky and you see all those wonderful, pretty stars shining back at you. Very, very pretty indeed. Yes, well, perhaps there won't just be one star. Perhaps there'll be lots of stars. Perhaps there will. The next morning, the three friends met before the dance. Well, there they are there, Stinky. What's that? They look very glum. Yes, they do look very glum. They don't look very happy. I have to say, they don't look very happy at all. Yes, I don't know if they've come up with a solution or not. We'll just have to wait and see, my dear poppets. Oh, I hope they can fix this problem. It is a problem, that's for sure. I'm sorry we fought, said Rachel. I think Harriet should dance. She has the best twirls. But Olivia is best, said Harriet. No one can beat Rachel's leaps, offered Olivia. Well, there's the three girls there, and they're all saying, considering which one should wear the wonderful Princess Fairy costume. Yes, I don't know. They don't seem to be any closer to making a decision. What they're going to do, I just don't know. Oh, tutus, they can be a problem, especially fairy ones. Yes, with lots of glitter and lots of pink. Yes, bravo, hooray, magnificent. brilliant. A crowd had gathered to watch the girls perform. Bravo! Hooray! Magnificent! They shouted. Yes, well, I think with all their discussion, the three girls were practicing their routine while they were talking about what they're going to do, doing pirouettes and leaping and doing twirls. And while they were doing this, a small crowd has gathered. And they're quite taken with these three ballerinas because they are very, very good indeed. Yes, well, what a surprise. I don't think they realise that there are other people watching. I think the best fairy princess for the ballet recital should be all three of us, said Olivia. Together we make true fairy princesses magical. Oh, yes, I agree. All three should be princesses together. How wonderful. Yes, that's the best idea I've heard. I think simply marvellous. So they did work it out. Wonderful. The end. And that was called The Best Ballerina. A very, very sweet story, I have to say. And very, very fitting, Stinky, for today, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Well, back to you, Stinky. Now, are you feeling a little less worried, dear? Are you feeling slightly calmer than you were before? What's that? A little bit. Yes, well, that's good because, as I said, we have lots of time to practice and we've got lots of things to do. What's that? Can you wear your fur in a bun? Yes, well, I don't think we can sort of gather up enough fur to put it in a bun, dear, but we can get a lovely sparkly glittery tiara which will sit on top, and I think that will look smashing. All right then? Yes, good boy. Well, mums and dads, dear poppers of course, thank you so much for tuning in for story time. Perhaps you could be a ballerina and do some ballet, or perhaps you could read a book about three gorgeous ballerinas. And as always, my dear ones, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye!